Hey guys, welcome to my first vlog on my blog website. I decided to do something different, something in a video format, because I will be talking about what I have learnt in the past 25 years. As this is a bit more personal, I thought that the best format will be video, so please let me know if you do like this format. I'm actually filming this for the second time because I'm super tech savvy and I accidentally deleted my first filming of this. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm officially 25 years old. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me, yay. I'm actually a leap year baby on the 29th, so this year didn't exist, but I just celebrate on the 28th as I like to celebrate in February. So yes, just a little bit of insight to me in my life. What have I learned the last 25 years? Well, in short, a lot, and probably too much to cover in this short video. But I'd firstly like to start off with self-confidence and self-belief. So I believe, as a teenager, you're vulnerable and you pick out all your faults and, negative aspects of yourself, and bring that to the forefront rather than focus on the positive things. Don't get me wrong, I still have my days where, I don't feel 100%, but I think as you get older, you start to appreciate your good qualities, your strengths, and really accept yourself for who you are. I'm not just talking about, appearance or body image or whatever. I'm talking about yourself, your personality, and what really makes you you. So I think that's probably the most important thing, because I think once you're confident in who you are, then that leads to a happy life, as your perspective is focused on the positive things about yourself rather than the negative. So I think that is so important. Another thing is to just be patient. I am a type A personality, so I am not really patient at all, and this is something that I'm still learning today. And I haven't, by any means, I have not perfected this, but I am self-aware and I know that this is something I do need to keep improving on. But I think that being patient is really important, especially when you want to reach your goals. If you're impatient, then you're just going to make yourself miserable. And I think just understanding that it takes time to get to where you want to get to. It takes a lot of work as well. And by understanding that, you also will begin to enjoy the journey rather than just getting to the destination. I believe the journey is what makes you you, and what really strengthens you as a person. So I'm all about the journey. And don't get me wrong, guys, there are days where I'm just like, oh, but I just want to achieve this or achieve that, and it doesn't really get me anywhere. So I center myself and I say, okay, what steps does it take to get there? And I'll start doing that, and hopefully one day I will reach that goal, whatever it may be. Another thing is just to be grateful, really. I think gratitude is so important, and we are so blessed in so many ways, to live in this country, as a starter, and have the amazing people around us that we do, that support us every day, to have food on the table, to have shelter. I think just these simple things are, undervalued and something that we probably take for granted sometimes, but I think just being grateful for the small things in life really centers you as a person, and I believe you will lead a better life if you keep reminding yourself what you are grateful for. So I'm definitely grateful for the friends, family, boyfriend, everything, all support groups in my life, and basically just to have the ability to do whatever I want to, whatever I set my mind to, I can achieve by just working really, really hard and having that support around me. So I think gratitude is another really, really important thing that I have learned throughout the years, as opposed to when you're younger, you probably, aren't as grateful because you're focusing on silly things like, oh, how does my makeup look, and how's my hair, is it nice today? I think that's something you do learn as you get older, and it's very, very important. Another thing is to not compare yourself to others, and I put my hand up, I'm guilty of this. We're all human, we do this a lot of the time, but I think comparing yourself can be really, really dangerous, because someone else is going through a different journey in their lives, and you're going through another different journey. So comparing yourself to someone else doesn't really do anyone any good, and I think it can make yourself feel worse rather than anything. So I've definitely made a conscious effort to, if I do start comparing myself, to just stop and think about what I'm grateful for in my life, and focus on my strengths and the journey that I'm going through. So I think this thought process has definitely helped me to steer away from comparing myself and being negative towards myself, towards being positive about myself and my journey. So that's very important. That's something that I continue to strive for, but I've definitely learnt the importance of that throughout the years. I think another really important thing is to take time out for yourself. It's all well and good, that you're working really hard towards a certain goal, and every single day you put in the effort, whether it be at the gym, or with your studies, or just in your career every day. I think that's all well and good, and that's what drives us. But I think if you don't take time out to do the things that make you happy, to and just relax, then you'll burn out really quickly. And I've done this before. I've been working really hard, and I'll just burn out, and I'll just feel sick and upset, and it doesn't really achieve anything, because then it'll just put you off from continuing on with your goals, rather than you wanting to really achieve it. You get put off because you don't get rest, basically. So I've definitely learned more so now than ever to simply rest, because rest is so important. And we're all human at the end of the day. We can't just keep going like a robot without any effects. So I've definitely learned that, probably the hard way, but I'm glad that now I know what my limit is, and I don't feel guilty for resting when I do need to, and just taking time out for myself, and doing things that I like, going to the movies with my friends, having dinner with my boyfriend, or going to the beach. I love being outdoors, so I think just taking that time has really made me, happier person, and just a nicer person to be around. No one likes a negative Nancy or a grumpy pants. So that has definitely, that change of perspective has helped me a lot. Another thing is that, your family is are your best friends. And when you're younger, you don't really appreciate that as much as you do now, because now you're older, you understand more, and you start to see your parents, for example, as friends, as someone you can confide in, whereas when you're younger, you just want to be around your friends, and you put your parents to the sideline. But my family is amazing, and I always appreciate them, but I think today I definitely appreciate them even more so than what I did, and I just do my best to spend heaps of quality time with them and make them happy and give back to them, because they've given me so much in my life to allow me so many opportunities. So I think family is just so important, and just absolutely amazing. I'm blessed to have the parents that I do, and the siblings that I do. Along with that, I think it's important to also friends who are really positive, and this is something that I am grateful for, that I do have amazing friends in my life today. Growing up, I didn't have the best of friends. I had toxic people in my life, which I'm sure you guys can relate to, that would bring you down and that didn't support your values and who you truly are as a person. So you felt like you probably had to change just to suit them or to impress them. But with my friends today, I can completely be myself, and I know that they will be there for me in the good and bad times. So I think just having positive people around you who support you no matter what, who you can have a laugh with any time of the day or who you can cry to, is just absolutely amazing. It's such a good feeling. And you know, if you do have toxic people in your life at the moment, I really recommend that you guys get rid of them, because I did this, as I said, when I was younger, and it was the best move ever for myself and for my soul. So I think it is so important to do that. Another thing that I think is really important and that I have learned throughout the years is to be flexible with your expectations of things. You know, I think sometimes what we expect in our minds is completely different in reality, and you know, we get all bummed down about it because you know, something might not have met our expectations. Now, you know, example for me is, you know, going through law school. I thought, you know, once I finish law school, I'm going to be a lawyer, it's going to be amazing, life's set, you know, that's it. Oh, how naive I was. Obviously, when I finished law school, it was challenging to get a job in itself. You know, now I am a lawyer, I'm a banking and finance lawyer, that's my background, if you guys aren't aware. And, you know, it's good, I really like my job, and I like the people that I work with. They're absolutely amazing and really supportive. But I think sometimes, you know, my expectation of thinking that, you know, once I become a lawyer, I have made it, is definitely not reality. So, you know, I think just flexibility in what you expect can go a long way. And I mean, who knows what I'll be doing in the future. I don't know if I will be a lawyer forever, or, you know, if I am, you know, great. You know, either way, we'll just see where life takes me. You know, it's full of surprises, so I'm up for it, basically. You know, another thing is to just allow yourself to, this goes back to self-confidence, but to just allow yourself to be who you are and be unapologetic about it. You know, don't hide who you are just because you're afraid what people will think of you. I bet you that if you truly open yourself up to the world, that, you know, you'll receive positive feedback and welcome in open arms from people. You know, as a kid, I was pretty shy growing up, and I mean, even doing this, to be honest, vlogging is something that is getting myself out of my comfort zone, and something I thought I would never ever would possibly be doing. But I believe that, you know, in order to grow, you need to push yourself, and if you do feel like doing something, and if you feel like you know, you do want to share your voice with the world, just do it. You know, I think being yourself is the greatest asset that you can have, and if it's something that no one can take away from you, because you are you're unique, and that is absolutely amazing. I could sit here all day talking about what I've learned the last 25 years, because I have learned so much, but I won't bore you guys any further. Just in summary, I am so grateful for the life I've had, you know, the people around me, whether they were positive or negative impact on my life. I have learned and grown from every moment in my life, and I'm very excited to see what the next 25 years of my life will bring. And yeah, I guess just bring it on. And you know, what I want to say to you guys as well is just be yourselves, and don't be afraid to be who you are, because you are all amazing in your own individual ways. We all have strengths, you know, and I think just focus on your strengths, because that's what will get you far in life. That's what will you know, get you to apply for those opportunities that you might otherwise miss out on because you're focusing on the negative. So just keep at it, guys, whatever you're doing in your lives at the moment. If you'd like to reach out, you know, I'm always you know, willing to connect with you guys. So either leave a comment, or you can always contact me on my email address in the contact me section of my website. So thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope I didn't bore you guys too much, but thanks, guys.